Is creating a stationery business profitable? Yes. Yes, it is. Hi, I'm Coach A. I'm the owner of Classy Custom Crafts. I've been creating journals and other craft and stationery items for probably about 6 years now, since the beginning of the pandemic. And I've learned a lot over the last 6 years about this industry, this stationery industry, and it is extremely profitable if you do it right. Um, I am convinced that we are living in a time now that we have to figure out a way, whether it's one way or several ways, that we can create additional streams of sources, streams of income. Look, it's 2026. We already see what's going on in the world economically, and it's I'm convinced and resolute in the fact that I'm not going to allow what's going on around me to get me off track. We as I'm speaking, probably directly to women, but men and women. We have to figure out a way to create more income because as we see, the prices of everything is going up, 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 and up. Our paychecks, if you work a traditional job, your paycheck only goes so far. You know what I'm saying? Like I got paid. Today is Friday, March 13th. I just got paid today. But when I sit down and figure out, like, I got to pay this, I got to pay that, my husband, he just got paid yesterday. I got paid today. So it's like, okay, we got to take care of this, and all the things. You know what I mean? Like a paycheck only goes so far. Prices are going up. Gas prices are going up. Food prices are, astronomical. And it's just like, okay, we have all these expenses going out, but yet the same amount of money coming in. That's not going to work. I don't know about you, but that's not going to work, right? And so I am really passionate about helping women to create um, income, additional income through creating products, whether they are digital products or whether they are physical products. I am a journalpreneur. I love all things journal. I really think I'm a paper junkie. Like I really think that I'm a paper junkie because I am drawn to, I gravitate even in any store I go into, and especially if it's like a Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I am straight to the paper section. I love paper, um, and I just love creating things with paper. And the biggest thing I create are journals. But not everybody wants to create handmade products. But one thing that you can do, even under the umbrella of crafting, and even specifically, even with journals, is that maybe you don't necessarily want to physically make the journals, but honey, the money is there for you to create digital product. Coach A, how is the digital product going to help with this journal business? Digital product. What's a digital product? A digital product is nothing more than something that your customer purchases from you online and they download it. Okay? We participate in digital marketing and the digital transaction all the time. Anytime you go online and you order something, Anytime you go online and you click a link or you download something, that's digital marketing. That is marketing a product digitally online. It's no different than if you were doing it in person, face to face. It's just you're doing it online, right? And there are so many ways in which you can create a digital product. I'm going to stick specifically in the realm of crafting and specifically journals, notebooks, notepads, stickers, things of that nature. But the list is almost endless when it comes to creating digital products in general, right? There are, when it comes to creating a journal, like I created this prayer journal. This is a design that I created in Canva. It's really, I'm kind of, sometimes I'm really big on simple, and then I flip the switch and I'm just blinging out of control. I'm all over the place. So, but for this prayer journal, I created this in a training that I did on how to make a handmade journal 101. And we made this journal from raw supplies to this. And I walked um, my students through step by step by step how to make this, how we made the covers, the inside covers, how we made all the pages, how we used our cinch machine to with the wire and we bind it or bound, bound, however it go. Uh, we put it together, and so we walked through, and I took my time showing them how to do this. But the design itself is something that you could sell. Not everybody wants to create a design. Not everybody, that's not everybody's strong suit, right? It might be yours, it may not be yours. I don't know. But I know that there are tons and tons of people that go on other platforms like Etsy and other marketplace to purchase designs because they don't want to create a design. They want to scroll through and find several that they like, purchase them, they use them with um, the owner gives them rights to use it, whether it's personal use or commercial use, and they use that design to take it and do whatever it is they're going to do with it. They can make journals, they can make t-shirts, they can make tumblers, they can make mugs, they can make hats, they can make, the list is long. You get it. You get my point. All right. But I'm telling you, whether you choose to make physical products or you choose to tap into the digital product space, um, it's time for us to create our own products so that we can then, it's really about saving ourselves. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. I'm trying to tiptoe around it, but I'm just going to keep it 100. There's nobody coming to save us. Nobody's coming to rescue us. There's no lifeboat. There's no life jacket. There's no rescue team. Nobody is coming to save us. Now, we know if you are a praying person, man or woman, generally my audience is women. So I'm going to say women. If you're a praying woman, you're a woman of God, we pray and we know and trust and believe that God has us. And that if we trust him, we're obedient, we're faithful, we're committed, we know that God is going to see us through. I'm a woman of faith. Uh, my life is Christ centered. My personal life, my business life is Christ centered. So it's when you see all the stuff going on around us in the world, it's easy to kind of get caught up in that, right? And then I have to reel myself back out of that and be like, okay, Audrey, you have to focus on staying on track, because no matter what's going on in the world, God sees and knows all things. So we just gonna trust and keep moving forward. right? Because if not, you just get sucked up in it, and we ain't got time for that. We have got to. I am will be this year, 2026, in October, God willing, October, I'll be 59 years old. Right? I am like getting that close to retiring. Retirement. I work a traditional job, and I have my craft business. And I'm a wife, and I'm a mother, and I'm a grandmother, and I'm a, in ministry, and I'm all, I'm stretched a lot of different ways. As as is most of us. We can be stretched a lot of different ways. And it's like, okay, so how do we figure out how to, create this extra income? But I'm telling you, there are a lot there are a lot of women that are my age, in their 50s, even into their 60s, that are not really ready and prepared to retire. Now, as you know, as far as Social Security is concerned, you can, retire and draw your Social Security, partial Social Security is 62. For most of us, it's 62, and full retirement 67. I don't want to wait till 67. As soon as it's 62 and whatever day they say I'm gone. That's my plan, right? But I have to be prepared financially to do that, right? My husband will still be working, right? But I have to figure out, am I financially prepared enough to do that? You know, do I have enough saved? Do I have enough in 401ks and IRAs and, savings and all the things? And most of us, a lot of us don't. And for those of us that don't, we got to figure out a way to tap into this digital marketing space, because that is where the money is. I love creating journals. I love creating physical products. It is something that I love doing. It's something that I'm really good at doing. Um, and I will probably always be involved in some type of crafting because I just like doing it. But I'm telling you, the digital marketing space is where it's at. I am going to, I have a whole file full of designs that I have created, and I'm just sitting on them thinking, well, nobody's going to want my designs. And I can't use all these designs probably, I mean, I could, but it's like, why would I keep all this when I can share it with other crafters, with other people in business, with people in general that may want, but if they don't know I have it, then it's just gonna sit there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so start thinking outside of the box. You know, the business that I've been in for 6 years as a in this crafting space has always been physical. I've made T-shirts, um, party favors. Again, that's more. These are more physical products, but it's like now I have to pivot and shift and think about how can I create digital products out of what it is I'm currently doing. Like for instance, for T-shirts, people that are T-shirt makers are always looking for and wanting designs, right? So you create a digital a design, a PNG file, a JPEG file is a digital product. You put it on your digital storefront. I personally use Stand Store, but there's plenty other options out there. There's even some free options. Um, I'm not sure, but I know that there's Beacons and Gumroad, and there's Pinsite, and there's other platforms out there that you can upload your digital products, and you can start selling those, right? It's a digital product that you can sell over and over and a million times. The same design. Now let's stop and just think about that. You create some really nice, whether they're designs, templates, a checklist, an ebook, no matter what it is that you create, it's not a one-time deal. I mean, because if it was a one-time deal, it wouldn't even make sense. It wouldn't even be worth it. But if you're creating a digital asset, it's your intellectual property, it's something that you've created, or it gets even better. You can actually purchase already done for you digital products. You don't even have to create them. You don't even have to create the digital product. You purchase it, and it comes with a master resale rights license, which means that you can take said digital product, turn around and resell it to someone else, and recoup all the profit. And you haven't done anything. You haven't made anything. Because let's face it, some of us just are not real, designing, creating stuff, like maybe that's not your thing. Maybe that's just not but maybe you're strong in sales. Maybe you're strong in being able to talk to people and share with people and, get people, you can close a sale, you can close a deal. Maybe that's what you're good at. You don't want to go and create all the stuff. You just want to be able to close the deal. So that would be a prime way for you to tap into this digital space by just buying done for you, already done products. They're already done. You can purchase PLR products where you get the rights to the product. You have to change it up a little bit, right? You have to, what we call, like editing it. Say you buy a ebook on how to make a handmade journal. How to make a handmade journal. It's already done. You buy that design or that ebook for, maybe 10 or 15 bucks. You buy it. So now you've blessed the person that sold it to you, right? You blessed them. They've made their money. Now you have a copy of it, and they say, I'm giving you the PLR and MRR rights to it. So now you've got both. You can either sell it as is under the master resale right, means you don't change it, right? And that's the difference between MRR and PLR. Master resale right means you just sell it as is. You don't make any adjustments to it because it's but then with the PLR, which is private label right, you have access to that. Say it's the same ebook, but now you have to change it and kind of make it rebrand it so that it's not their product anymore. Now it's yours. So you will take and change the cover, put something different on it, rename it, change the font, maybe change the colors to your brand colors. Say maybe you purchased it and it was in blue and gray, but your brand colors are black and red. So you're going to change the colors, and you're going to kind of make it your own. You're going to add your name to it, and now you turn around and sell that product to 1,000 people. It happens. And that's the money that I'm talking about that we need to tap into. I don't want to hear anybody, I get real irritated when I hear people express about, well, it's too hard and I don't know how to do it and I'm scared to do it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't want to show my face. I don't want to I don't want, but yet and still you're over here drowning. You're over here struggling. You're over here drowning, trying to figure out how you're gonna, you done robbed Peter and Paul. You done robbed all the disciples, trying to figure out how you're gonna make it. But when you have an opportunity that's set before you that doesn't really require a whole lot to get started, we have all of these reasons and all of these excuses. I'm just gonna call it out. All of these excuses of why you can't do it. You see other people do it and you think, oh, it's good for them. I just can't do it. It's not me. I'm not a people person. I don't like to talk to people. I don't want to show my face. I don't, you know, but you want to stay stuck where you are? Come on, sis. It's time to at least give it a try. What is the harm in trying? You get up and you go to that job every day and you do whatever it is they tell you to do. When you first started on your job, I dare say you probably didn't know how to do the job that you do now. After now being there for whether it's months or years, now you're comfortable doing your job. But when you first started, you probably didn't know all the things you know now, but you showed up every day and you did it. Why? Well, yeah, there was a paycheck, there was an incentive attached to it. The incentive is if I show up every day, that you're going to pay me money. Now, keep in mind, I am not knocking a job because I think jobs are, hey, if you need a job, you need a job. I work a job. I work Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. I work a job, and I'm not against jobs because they are a blessing. But what I am saying is that if you can give that energy to your job, you can also give energy to doing something that's for you, that's going to benefit you 1,000%. Your job is not benefiting you 1,000%. Your job is benefiting the company. They're getting the 1,000% benefit, and they're giving you a little portion of that every week, every 2 weeks, once a month, however you get paid. But what I'm simply saying is let's figure out how we can tap into creating income that is all for us, only for us, 100% profit. So that, let's just say you were able to generate an extra 500, $1,000 a month. We're not even going to stretch it and say a week. We're going to say an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. What would that do for you? How would that change your life? How would that impact your life? I mean, if okay, maybe you are doing just fine financially and you don't need extra money. Yeah, extra money is great, but you don't need it. But what would an extra 500 or $1,000 be like just stacking it away in an account? Because if you're in my age bracket, if you're in your 50 plus range, getting close to 60, you know retirement's coming. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to put that money away? Wouldn't it be nice to add that to what maybe you already have? Because as you can see what's going on in this world, things might get harder. They might become rougher. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to be able to have something that you can fall back on. I wasn't even gonna bring this up, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. And God knows if you have a student loan, raise your hand. If you have a student loan, baby, you definitely need to be starting a digital product business to generate income to pay off that student loan. Because loan forgiveness and reduced payments through income driven plans and all these things, they are trying to do away with all that, and they want you to pay top of the line payment. I have a student loan and I got to pay it. I signed the promissory note. I said I was going to repay it. It is what it is. I if God blesses me to be able to get some forgiveness, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. But my mindset is that I got to pay these loans. My paycheck only goes so far. I got mortgage, car payment, all the things. So there's not a lot left to just be making these huge payments to student loan servicer. So I have to. I want to retire. My goal is to retire and be debt free. Well, I'm looking at about 3 more years, and then I'll be wanting to retire and just be able to I'm trying to ease into my my soft life era. I've been working all of my life. I've been working since I was 14 years old. 14, and I'm 58. I've been working my entire life, just as probably most of you have. And I'm ready to be soft and not have to stress and worry. I don't want to be in hustle mode. I don't want to hustle and grind and hustle. Not when I was in my 30s and 40s, yeah, probably, yeah. I'm almost 60. I don't want to hustle and grind and be out there working from sun up to sundown and just killing myself trying to, make it happen. That part of my life is, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm transitioning this year. I said, God, I'm transitioning into my soft life. And digital products is an amazing way to do that. It's soft. It's easy. Well, I'm going to say it's I want to say that it's easy, but we sometimes can make things hard just because of what's made up in our mind. We make up in our mind that I can't do it, and what if this, and what if that, and we make stuff harder than what it really is. But again, like I said, either you have the skill set to, or the desire to learn how to create your own digital products, or you purchase already done for you digital products, and you can just share those with people. It's going to take commitment and dedication and consistency. You have to show up consistently every day. Show up so that people begin to, know, like, and trust you. Just like I'm showing up. You don't know me, but I'm trying to get to know you, and I'm hoping that you want to get to know me too, in a virtual type way, you know. Um, but the whole idea is that we have to put in, you have to put some kind of skin in the game. We can't sit back and just say, I just want, all of my debt eliminated. I just want, we want all these things, but we don't really want to put in the work. Like, you got to put some skin in the game. Even if it's minimal, you have to do something. If you do something, logic stands to reason that you will get something back. It may not happen immediately, it may not happen overnight, but it will happen. I have watched it and seen it 100 times over. People that just put in the work, they're consistent, they show up. If nobody shows up, If one person shows up, if 100 people show up, they're going to consistently show up on the regular, to the point where when they don't show up, it's almost like, hey, where are they at? You get so used to it, accustomed to them showing up, and that's all it takes. It just takes a little bit of time. Well, Coach A, I don't have a lot of time. I gotta do this and this and this and baby, we got time. Now you got some kind of time. I don't care. You can't tell me you don't have 30 minutes a day. Once you get your products, digital products together, and get them loaded onto your store, now it's just a matter of promoting, because nobody knows what you have unless you promote it. You can't tell me you don't have 30 minutes a day to do that. If that means you get up 30 minutes earlier in the morning and you go make videos, or you make your content and you post it before you start your day, or if you do it on your lunch hour several times a week, or you do it at night before you go to bed, you take some time on Sunday afternoon and create several videos that you're going to use to post for that following week. You have time. Don't tell me you don't have time, because I don't believe it. And quite honestly, you don't believe it either. You know you have time. It's a matter of using your time wisely and not making excuses, because excuses do not, you cannot take excuses and deposit them into the bank. You cannot take excuses and show up at the electric company, the gas company, the phone bill. You can't take the excuses and show up there and use those to pay for things. You can't do it. I'm one of those coaches that, I love you and I love on you. I love you to death, but I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to be hard, because we can do this. When you look out into the world through social media, primarily through social media, and you see people out there doing it, if they can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We can do it. So I just, as things are laid on me, I share it and it comes up and out. I can't help it. That's just how I am. That's how I'm cut. But I'm here to push you, to motivate you, to encourage you. And we can do this together. We can hold hands and we can lock arms, and we can do this together. But this digital money that's out here, this digital product money that's out here, you're leaving it sitting on the table, sis. You're leaving money sitting on the table, and you're getting up, walking away from it every day. I am a believer in promoting low ticket items. So the program and the products that I sell are very low ticket, less than $30. My products on average are less than $30. And I'm talking about full program, full training tutorials. Because why am I going to try to promote something that's hundreds and hundreds? People don't have that kind of money. And if they do, they're not going to spend it on this. They're not. They're not going to. They're not going to do it. So there's no. This is me. Now, other people that are selling high ticket products, good for you. I love it. My thought process is, I'm trying to help people that either don't have a lot of money to spend right off the bat, or they just, I feel like it's more of an enticement for a person to at least try, if the investment is minimal, right? That's why I said you got to put some skin in the game. So if you can't invest $25, $27 to turn that into hundreds or thousands, then this probably, man, maybe this just isn't for you. But I believe it is. I'm not going to let you get away that easy. So please, please follow me, subscribe. I'll have some information in the description down below. Um, I made a commitment to God, and I'm making a commitment to you. I'm putting it out here online, a commitment to show up for women. I have a heart for women. I have a heart for the woman that is hurt, that is broken, that's going through, that's struggling, that's trying, that's made it. I have a heart for women, black, white, Asian, Latino. Uh, uh, if you're a woman, I get it, and I'm here for you to help in any way that I can. I coach, um, and that's just the mandate that God has on my life, right? I'm just trying to be me. I'm not trying to be like any other social media influencer. I'm just trying to be Coach A. Okay. So until the next video, stay safe, stay blessed, and let's get this digital money. All right. Mwah, mwah.